No, that's just Joey shit that he says. Like Ralphie May was the biggest fucking liar in stand-up comedy. He had just a million stories about things that happened right after you left, and a porn star blew him in the Comedy Store bathroom. And I'm like, you can't fit in the Comedy Store bathroom, much less with a porn star. Like, but no one called him on his shit because he was a fucking genuinely beautiful human being.
Yeah.
Joey Diaz just gets the facts wrong, but it doesn't matter, like especially when he's talking beautifully about you.
And, and as a fan of stand-up comedy, I'm a huge fan of stand-up comedy. You have to allow the comedian. There has to be some kind of fictional element to it. I don't expect everything you're telling me on the stage to be 100% the truth. Not everything is that funny.
That's a problem, depending on the comedian. I for the most part, I am honest to a fault, where just twisting it a little bit, and even when I do that, I have a tendency to say, all right, I didn't really say it. I thought of that on the way home. I didn't really say it to his face. I know the lie makes the story better, but I like to be sincere in as to the best of my recollection. I mean, sometimes a joke is just a joke.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if anyone would argue, I think you're one of the most genuine comedians that we have.
I remember I did a bit about Jake LaMotta, the boxer from Raging Bull. He was a neighbor down the street here in Bisbee, Arizona. And
wow.
His wife, fiance woman had him in a duo act, Lady and the Champ, they called it. And she sang really bad songs, and then they'd have him at 93 years old do some one-liners. I fought Sugar Ray so many times, I got diabetes. And he repeated the joke like 2 or 3 times during the thing, not knowing he'd already done the joke. So I did this whole bit about this on a special, and then he went on, after that came out with Jim Norton back in the day, and he did the exact same joke that I talked about 3 times in 28 minutes. And the third time he said, did I already say that one? And Jim Norton says, don't worry, champ, it gets funnier every time. And I got shitloads of emails going, oh, I thought you exaggerated that. I'm like, no, I underplayed that because the truth was
and again, I'm so entrenched as a fan that I go to a lot of shows, but I feel like there are times where I see a stand-up and they crack a joke or whatever it is, and I'm like, no, I can't even believe it. I won't name any names, but yeah, I've seen a lot of fucking comedians. It's just like, you could tell they're full of shit. They're just good at molding that story into something funny.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of pride, which is probably misplaced, in the fact that, if I'm telling you this is a true story, again, there's jokes that are just, shock value jokes, while the tabs come out just to get your attention back.
Are you a writer? Do you write a lot of jokes, or is it kind of, or have you always been?
Any idea at this point after 30 years?
Yeah.
Everything that I'm passionate about, I've talked about in every different way. Because I'm not like Bill Maher, where I just make up an opinion just to fill a weekly show. Anytime I think of something new, I probably wrote down 6 premises in the last 11 months of COVID.
Yeah.
But I go, I could turn that into an hour.
Yeah. Again, you literally,
when I write down jokes, they're stupid. I wrote this down as the amount of time that it takes you to wake up and take a piss in the morning is the exact amount of time it takes you to forget a beautiful lucid dream you were having. And I go, yeah, that's a Jerry Seinfeld joke, but I wrote it down anyway because I liked it.